All right, we're gonna talk about how Bud looking for protection. He going from top rank to Golden Boy just to stay away from PBC and Earl, because we both know what we all know, what we do know. He don't want this fight.
Hey, turn that shit up, man.
Hey, what's going on out there, my fight fans, man? This your boy Upper Echelon Boxing, man. I know it's been a while, man, but I've been in the hospital for about a week now. But I just wanted y'all to know that I'm still here. I appreciate all the well wishes. I appreciate everybody that got with me right now. You know, I should be coming home soon. The blood fusions have been taken care of right there. And, you know, I'm back up to par. The blood loss is good now. They don't find no infections or nothing. But now that I'm here, I know y'all still missing that content. So, you know, I'm about to cut the camera off and we about to get into this. I'm about to go ahead and cook on this BS that Oscar and Bud and them doing because they ducking the motherfucking Spence. Yeah, they ducking Earl, the truth, Spence. And I'm about to cook right now. So if y'all rock with me, I'm about to pull back and y'all just hold on to me. Because here you go, Upper Echelon. Frankly, I don't know what's going on with the boxing community. It's just like, there's so many casuals that's out here now and people that does that dumb shit. Like, pretty soon it's gonna be taken over by WWE or something like that. Like, boxing's about to lose the purity of where it came from. Because people now talking about that they want to boycott Earl and Thurman fight, but they want to support Alexis Rocha and Blair Cobb and Terrence Crawford versus all of them on Golden Boy. Like, the boxing boys and Nestor, you, like I said, Nestor gives you a hater. Earl put you in your place and you still mad about that. But how do you go from David Avanesian to them? But Earl said he gonna spin the block on you, or did you forget, Bud? But Bud done told us before, over 6 occasions, that he don't want the Spence fight. Y'all want the fight more than he does. Bud wants to retire undefeated. He wants to probably fight Blair Cobb, Alexis Rocha, and maybe a Virgil Ortiz. And if he fights a Virgil Ortiz, I'm pretty sure that Virgil Ortiz might give him more than what he planned on. But Blair Cobb and Alexis Rocha, no. Alexis Rocha, I had high hopes on him, but Speedy Rashidi beat him, and then Alexis Rocha fought a guy named Ashy, who gave him everything that he can handle. And he was coming up from 135, a person who was beat by Emmanuel Tagoe, the person that went 12 rounds with Ryan Garcia. So yeah, you is struggling with a 135 pounder, Alexis. And all it does is set up to make Crawford's record like it normally is. Cashing out on bums or C and D class fighters. And that's why he wants to sign with Golden Boy, so he can have a cachet of fighters that he can pick off. When in actuality, he's running from Earl Spence in the big fight. Because if you really wanted him to spin the block and come back and see you, then why would you go to Oscar De La Hoya? Oscar De La Hoya is the worst place to go if you're trying to make a PBC fight. Already the PBC fighters that left Golden Boy and De La Hoya. Is already some beef behind that. And you going on there to negotiate for this fight is practically saying you don't want to fight at all, which I've done said already as well. The only funny thing about it though, they're sleeping on Virgil Ortiz because he just came back, and if he beats a Stanionis, he be ready for that Crawford fight. That's gonna be his Kell Brook fight. So Crawford ain't just gonna walk through Virgil Ortiz. That's why I'm thinking he's gonna want the Alexis Rocha and the Flair Cobb fight. But yeah, Spence, yeah, he's fighting Keith Thurman. That's the best name on Crawford's resume, and that'd be probably the top name on Spence's resume. Thurman is a unified champion, former unified champion. You know, Thurman was the man. He was the guy that Bud said that he needed to come up and fight. He said that Thurman was the man of the welterweight division. But Bud forgot about that. Bud didn't want to fight Thurman. He didn't want to fight Ray Robinson, who beat him in the amateurs. Ugas, who beat him twice in the amateurs. Danny Garcia, who beat him in the amateurs. And all these fighters was on the PBC. So Bud stayed strategic and stayed away from the PBC work. He knew what he didn't want. But they talking about the easy route. No, Bomac is the first person to say the easy route, because when Bud was undisputed at 140, he could have came up for any belt, but he didn't. He went to go out to Jeff Horn, and that was an in-house fight because Jeff Horn was already with Top Rank, and the WBO belt is whatever Bob orders. So Crawford, you could have came up and got the WBA, WBC, or the IBF, and then took your other in-house fight, but you ain't want that. because your career has been a lot of smoke and mirrors. Even Canelo Alvarez left Golden Boy, and he's the only moneymaker. And people don't realize that Canelo Alvarez was built up by the PBC. Floyd Mayweather had him on his fight cards and built him up, but then Oscar and Canelo did some backdoor, but it's all good. Oscar is not a great, I can say this about Oscar. In the ring, you can't say nothing bad about De La Hoya. He was tough, rugged, soldier. But outside the ring, he likes to party hardy, man. It just is what it is. He likes to play. He don't like to work, but he likes to play. And he doesn't treat his people well. All he's out for is for the money. And that will ruin it down. That's why when Frank Schaefer, Al Heyman, and them left, Golden Boy pretty much fell out. But Golden Boy was the premier place, but now it's nothing really. And Oscar, he misses that he's fighting to be relevant. And he can't take the fact that they're not relevant. But Spence is going to spin the block one more time, like he said. And Crawford, he's going to duck, but he's doing a strategic duck. So what he's really trying to do is he's trying to retire undefeated. See, like Crawford knows what it is now against Spence, and he knows he can't beat Spence. So he's trying to do a tactical retreat because he knows for all these years he's been calling out Earl Spence, and he's been seeing what Spence can really do, basically. And I'm explaining to you what he's seen that Spence can do and the reason why he doesn't want the Spence fight. See, Crawford went to go see Earl fight Danny Garcia straight off a car accident. Now, this is Earl Spence without no strength and conditioning. Danny Garcia is a wicked counterpuncher, just like Crawford is as well. He watched Earl Spence destroy and demolish Danny Garcia for 12 rounds. He's seen that. He also seen about Ugas, who's also a good puncher. But people who was there at the Danny Garcia fight and Earl Spence fight said that Terrence Crawford had a stoic face, stone cold the whole fight. Like, he was looking like, shit, what can I do with this brother? And he knows there's nothing he can do with him because Earl, like I've been telling y'all, Earl possesses unmatched boxing skills that people don't even see yet. The man went at it with Floyd Mayweather, bro. Like, he was an Olympian, plus he's crunching down for 147. He hasn't had to go in his tool bag and bring out his weaponry. All he's doing is bulldozing people. But Earl, he can do everything that Charlo can do and more. And that's what people are going to realize once he hits 154 and 160. It's going to be a surprise, a breath of fresh air. But these Crawford haters are mad, especially Nestor Gibbs from Boxing Voice, because Earl don't fuck with him. Earl sat there and sent them away and told him, dude, I don't mess with you. Dude, and I remember when Ness was begging Danny to try to get Earl to get back and get him an interview. Go check out the Boxing Voice before the Yordenis Ugas fight. He was trying to kiss Earl ass, trying to get up in there. No, Ness, don't nobody mess with you. Because you sit there and you lie for Crawford, you lie for Canelo. And pretty soon ain't nobody gonna keep watching the Boxing Voice because they see that you full of shit, for real. And I'm just being real. I used to be a member of your station until you robbed me for money. And I used to super chat him all the time, and then they robbed me for Shakur Stevenson autographed glove. Like, yeah, that's how petty they is. But a petty. What do you expect? Ness is a federal informant, a federal snitch. So that's what comes from people like that. Federal snitch Ness. Yeah, the Boxing Voice. Nigga, you not the Boxing Voice. You the opposition's voice. But yeah, Earl Spence, he showed that skills right there. Crawford knew it'd be a problem, so Crawford don't want that fight. And let me just tell you, Crawford's gonna bow out gracefully. He's gonna keep putting up roadblocks. This fight's not happening. Spence, we about to see what he can do at the 154 division. If he fights Jermell Charlo, that'll be a better fight anyway, but I don't know about that fight. I don't know if they're gonna do it, but hey, it'll pack out Texas. Spence has options. Crawford the one that don't make the sales, because ain't nobody gonna keep buying his fights. But Spence and Thurman, it does over 300,000 pay-per-view. It makes money, so it's gonna make money. It's gonna make sense. But that's upper echelon. That's my take right now, and I'll be at the hospital soon. And shout out to everybody that's still rocking with me. Shalom.